All right, hello and welcome back to another episode of Mr. Pisto Plays Magic the Gathering Arena Brawl. We have a deck tech and a gameplay session coming up here featuring TANAZIR QUANDRIX. For those of you who watched a lot of my videos, we're going to try something new. I have a really long lunch break, and so those are new to the channel. I'm going to start doing it without me, but maybe if I can get a better place in my office where I can get a good background, I will join the picture again. So hopefully you enjoy my voice and we can get through this together in a new fashion. We have TANAZIR QUANDRIX, a 5 mana 4/4 flying trample legendary elder dragon. When it enters the battlefield, double the number of 1/1 counters on target creature you control. Whenever TANAZIR QUANDRIX attacks, you may have the base power and toughness of other creatures you control become equal to TANAZIR QUANDRIX power and toughness until the end of turn. So TANAZIR is good to put counters on when he's out, because then you get to make all your other things bigger, but he's also good to play with the 1/1 counter synergies that we have in standard, and I picked a few fun ones. All right, let's get into our creatures that deal with 1/1 counters and spells that deal with 1/1 counters. We have Dragon's Guard Elite, one of the new cards from Strixhaven. It's a 2 mana 2/2 Magecraft. Whenever you cast an instant or copy an instant sorcery spell, put a 1/1 counter on Dragon's Guard Elite, and you can pay 6 mana to double the number of 1/1 counters on Dragon's Guard Elite. So this can get very big very fast with our instant and sorcery package that we have in the deck. We have Inscription of Abundance. It's a source instant that has it pays 2 mana, or you can kick it for 5. If you kick it, you get all of them. If you don't, you only get 1. You can put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. That's 1/1 counter synergy right there. Other than that, you can gain X life, for X is the greatest power among creatures you control, and you can have a creature you control fight target creature you don't control. So I put this in the 1/1 counters place because of the synergy it has there. Scavenging Ooze gets 1/1 counters when you exile creatures from the opponent's graveyard. You also gain 1 life. It's a 2 mana 2/2. Nadir Kraken, whenever you draw a card, you can pay 1 to put a 1/1 counter on the Kraken, and also get a 1/1 blue tentacle creature token. Hydra's Growth is an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on the creature that you enchant, and at the beginning of each of your upkeeps, you get to double the 1/1 counters on enchanted creature, and it can get very big if left unchecked. Invigorating Surge. This is a card that I absolutely love in decks like this. It plays so well with Vorinclex, when we'll get there in a minute. But you can add instant speed, put a 1/1 counter on a creature, and then double the 1/1 counters. So if it already had 4, you put 1 on and then double it, so it gets 10. It can surprise people and come out of nowhere. Horn Reef Ooze, 3 mana 2/2, and when it enters the battlefield, you get to put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. So it starts the snowball, and then every time it attacks, you put a 1/1 counter on each attacking creature with a 1/1 counter on it. So this can help us steamroll our 1/1 counters. Pride Milliken puts a 1/1 counter on a creature and also gives all the creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them trample. So it's a way for us to get our damage through. Renata Call to the Hunt does a similar thing where whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it gets an additional 1/1 counter on it. It is a star 3 where its power is equal to your devotion to green, so by itself it is a 2/3. Vorinclex doubles the counters that you put on creatures and planeswalkers and sagas and enchantments, and halves the ones that your opponents put on. It's fun to see people play Binding the Old Gods when Vorinclex is out, and it does nothing. It's a 6/6 trample haste too, so it does a lot of things. Body of Research. This is usually like a 45 or 46 green blue. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token, put X 1/1 counters on it, where X is the number of cards in your library, so it can be extremely big. Wildwood Scourge. Because we're getting so many 1/1 counters on creatures and none of our other creatures are Hydras, this gets a 1/1 counter when 1 or more non-Hydra creature tokens you control gets a 1/1 counter on it. So you can make it a 1/1, so 2 mana 1/1, but then whenever a creature comes into play and gets a 1/1 counter on it, you can put a 1/1 counter on this. So there's some synergies there in the deck. Verazal, the Split Current. I put this in the deck because it's a 2/2, it's a 3/3, it's a 4/4, it's a 5/5, it's a 6/6. It does the 1/1 counters thing very well. We have a couple of kicker spells with the Inscription of Abundance into the Royal, so we can also use its ability also with the Skyclave Relic. So being able to copy your kicked spells, there's a little bit of synergy in the deck with that, but for the most part we're playing it because it can be very large. With TANAZIR QUANDRIX, you can play this on 4, TANAZIR on 5, and have an 8/8. So into some non 1/1 counter synergy creatures with Gilded Goose. It's probably the best 1-drop accelerant in the format right now. There's a couple, but this is the best. When it enters the battlefield, you create a food token. You can tap sacrifice to add a food token to add 1 mana of any color, and you can pay a green and a colorless to create a food token. So being able to ramp quicker into TANAZIR is really good. Thieving Skydiver, being able to steal your opponent's artifacts is fantastic, and if it's a equipment, you can equip it to Thieving Skydiver. Also one of those kicker spells that you can copy with Varzal. Sculptor of Winter is a great ramp creature, being able to untap target snowland. We have both the, where are you? Wolfwillow Haven and Glittering Frost. Both are enchantments that target lands, so we can enchant our land and then double our mana from that. Alia Keen-Eyed is also a ramp spell because it makes your a creature ramp spell because it makes your creatures cost 1 less. Also a 4 mana 5/6. We have a lot of green mana symbols in the deck, so it is very easy to make this devotion and bring it into a creature. You can also pay a green and 2 colorless to reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard. So it is card advantage in green, which is quite nice. The new Sad Robot in green and blue, Quandrix Cultivator. I'm putting this in the deck rather than Solemn Simulacrum because it's new. I want to try. Also because it's a 3/4 instead of a 2/2, so it blocks much better. And it puts the land into play untapped, and sometimes that's important. Battle Mammoth and Elder Gargaroth, 2 great 5 mana creatures. This one draws you spells when your creatures are targeted by anything, spell or ability. And it can also be a 6/5 for 4 mana if you foretell it. Elder Gargaroth can make you more creatures, gain you life, draw you cards. It also has Vigilance, Reach, and Trample, so it's just a force to be reckoned with. And we are playing Simic, so we're playing Coma. I think Coma is one of my favorite creatures in all of Magic right now. It's just fantastic. So yeah, great card to ramp into. Non-creature spells into the Royal to bounce things and draw cards. Ram through to have your creatures deal damage to another creature, and if it has trample, you get to put the excess damage through. Decisive Denial, one of the new cards, you can either have a creature fight, or you can counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. So a lot of play with that. Saw it coming, great counter spell. Quandrix Command, being able to bounce a creature or a planeswalker, counter target artifacts and enchantments, putting 2/1/1 counters on it. Plays very well with Quandrix. And shuffling cards from a library into a graveyard sometimes is relevant. Behold the Multiverse, a great card draw spell with Foretell. Eureka Moment, one of the cool new instants and sorceries from Strixhaven. Being able to pseudo ramp is cool, good. We have Graven Lore, we have 12, we have about 13 or 14 snow producing lands, so being able to scry upwards of all 5 mana and then drawing 3 cards is great. Elrund's Epiphany to take an extra turn, gotta love that. Blizzard Brawl should be over here. Being able to fight something and gain indestructible if you control 3 or more snow permanents is fantastic. Wolfwillow Haven, I talked about it earlier, enchant a land, tap it to add extra green mana. Also, you can pay 5 and sacrifice it late in the game if you need to get a Wolfy Wolf. Arcane Signet for a little bit of ramp. Midnight Clock for some more ramp. Also for card, I guess, refilling of your hand after it's in play for 12-ish turns, because you can play a blue and 2 colorless to add one of those counters on it. And then after it has 12 counters, you exile it and shuffle your hand and your graveyard into your library and draw 7 cards. Garruk's Uprising, some card draw and also trample. Glittering Frost, there again, enchant a land to make it so you can ramp. Skyclave Relic Indestructible is very good in the format, and it plays very well. The Varazal, if we get to kick it, and Varazal is in play. We have 12 basics. We have the Pathway. We have the tapped land from Kaldheim. We have the Campus. We have the dual Forest Island. We have the Temple. We have the new Vine Glimmer Snarl, being able to put into play untapped by showing a forest or a island. Command Tower, Fabled Passage, Faceless Haven, and Shimmer Drift Veil. That is our TANAZIR Quandrix Brawl deck. Let's get into a couple of games. All right, let's do this. All right, we got 2 lands. We got a ramp spell. I think this is going to be fun. Hopefully, Body of Research can do some work for us. Up against the Gyruda. We're going to keep this for sure. Mills the top 4 cards of your library, puts a creature with converted mana, even converted mana cost from a graveyard into play. Let's tone that down a bit. Yep. Lands are good. Quandrix Cultivator on turn. Sure. They're gonna regret that later. Let's just use our mana efficiently. I think we... Here comes a blue. Here comes a blue. Play this. Alright. This. Find a forest. And then we'll play this on... What do we need? I think double blue is probably where we want it. I could Brawl that, but that doesn't make much sense. So it comes from the milled cards. Yeah, sure, wine. Yeah, let's do it. No, let's not do it. Ha ha ha. Let's foretell this. Get it ready. Next turn we can Body of Research. We could take... Well, they're not going to take Sculptor Winter. That makes no sense. Sure. You didn't want... I guess that's the only thing they could take. Alright. Let's... do this. No attack. Do you have the removal spell? The next turn we can TANAZIR Quandrix plus Half Slot coming up if they let this live. Ouch. Oof. That's brutal. Take my Scavenging Ooze. That 4/4. Alright, well, we need to draw some good things here. Lock there. That's not what we're looking for. I guess we just slam this. Oh no, let's put this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. No attacks. End the turn. You gonna put it on top? Nope, put it on bottom. I think we're just gonna counter that. Unless they have an answer themselves. Sure. They just have all the things. We'll block there. You can draw a card. Graven Lore. We're gonna attack. I think we're gonna take an extra turn. All right, that's a 1/1 counter payoff. I would like to use all the non-snow mana that I can. I'm gonna put that here. Attack. All right. Have a little bit of a race here. Well, at least this is a token. Interesting. We'll take 6. Don't bounce a token. That was a big oops. Oops is right. Let's do this. Vorinclex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I should have kept that land. Well, we can do this. And this. And attack. And we got there. All right, let's do it again. Elder Dragon versus Elder Dragon. I think this is going to be a good card for us. It needs some creatures, but I think we let's keep it. Hopefully we can get TANAZIR out. Command Tower. Interesting. All right. Let's keep up Decisive Denial. Sure. Oh, that's good for us. Definitely keeping up Decisive Denial. Are they gonna try and play something for 3? Yeah. Let's counter that bad. Boy and girl, lady and gentlemen. All right, let's play this on green. Okay, let's go get a blue. I guess I could have gotten this on blue, get a green, eat this, but I'm not too worried about this. I definitely want to eat that. That card is just the scary bonkers. All right, let's do this. Is this gonna be a coma win? Probably, maybe. I don't know. We're definitely coma-ing. At least I think we're coma-ing. Yeah, the spell can't be countered. Also makes our Nylea something. pretty sure this one's over. Whenever this becomes a target of a spell. Yeah, that's it. Coma for the W. All right, let's do another one, and hopefully we can get TANAZIR in the fight. Oh, one of the new Fiends. I like them. I think they're cool. I think this is keepable. Have land. Are they gonna play? Yeah. All right. Now the question is, do we do this? I think we go land. I think we have to ramp first. Do they have wilt or no? They have something though. I'd much rather this die than our Elder Gargaroth die. Being able to exiling things when they die sucks. Elixir. All right. Let's go with blue. And I think we're going to do this. Why not? Play this. I'm gonna make a 1/1. Attack. This gives us the option to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to Coma, I guess. Or do we just TANAZIR to get? Let's get some TANAZIR action in. Sure. Might not be optimal, but it's what we're gonna do. TANAZIR. Play Scavenging Ooze. This is going to be more of the secondary ability. Lock Oven. This also pulls removal spells out of their hands for our 2 thingies here. Sacrifice a creature. Vorinclex, I think. Thing about this and this is they don't play well together, because this makes this a 4/4. This is also 4/4. Then the 4/4, this doesn't die to that. I think we're just I'm gonna give up the Scavenging Ooze. We're gonna decline. They want to double block Scavenging Ooze by all means. Alright, so now they can play it on the other side if they want. They could also just board wipe if they want. They can do that if they want. All right. Here we come, a trading. You need instant speed removal. Do they got it? Sure. All right. We have a active coma. Gonna get back your... Ooh. Actually, like this with the other side of this. I don't really want to feed that thing. We're not going to. We're gonna end the turn and we're gonna Graven Lore. Oof. I make 3/3s, you make 1/1s. That's a lot of land. I want one. What do we have? Want another green. But I don't want this. Sure. Okay. Okay. I'm willing to take 8 here. Right, can we kill them? I go tap, tap, tap. Tap that. What else can I do? Tap that. All right, they're tapped out now. I'm gonna attack with these. Foretell here. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, that was a mistake. Play the Gargaroth. And play the bird. -3, -3 to all creatures that aren't that type. Tap target permanent. We're gonna tap this one. And we're gonna make Coma indestructible. Now what? All right, you dead. That was interesting. Well, TANAZIR didn't get to come out to play as much as we wanted, but Coma sure did. And I'm gonna give you my honest thoughts. Coma is probably one of the better Simic commanders, along with Kinnan. TANAZIR is cute, but if you're gonna go 1/1 counters, you probably just want to go mono green and play Vorinclex. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. I'm Mr. Pisto. Let me know what you think about the no video camera me kind of thing in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up button. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye for now.